Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Have you ever been jolted awake from a terrifying dream where you were being chased or falling off a cliff? Our next guest says these common nightmare themes are actually trying to tell us something. Here to share more, we welcome back dream expert and author of Dreamifesting, Kelly Sullivan Walden. It's great to see you, Kelly.
Great to be back with you, Hannah. Thanks for having me.
So why do we have these scary dreams in the first place? It can be so unsettling when you really are awakened like that.
Exactly. Well, our dreams always come to us in service of our health, our healing, and our wholeness, even if they're scary. So if they're scary or difficult, it just might mean that we are out of balance or we're off track in our lives. So it's not, they're just trying to get our attention. And sometimes we don't listen to the subtle nudges. Sometimes it takes us to be shaken awake in order to course correct.
And there are some common nightmare or scary dream themes that a lot of us can experience. Let's go through a few of these and kind of talk about what they could be trying to tell us, beginning with a dream about death or dying. What's the message behind that?
Right. So first of all, I want to comfort everyone and say just because you dream about yourself dying or somebody else dying, it doesn't necessarily pretend or it's not precognitive necessarily that this is going to happen anytime soon. It might symbolize that there's an end of a pattern that you might be coming up against, the end of a cycle. And sometimes the upside of it is the end of a cycle also represents the beginning of a cycle. So ask yourself, what pattern may be ending in my life so that what new thing can emerge?
Is that how you kind of dive in and find that deeper meaning, just asking those basic questions of what is actually ending here?
Exactly. So it's really changing our relationship to nightmares and thinking of them as rightmares, but they're just indicators. They're trying to help us to go deeper. They're trying to help us to become a higher, deeper, more, just a better 2.0 version of ourselves.
Okay, this one is super common, that feeling like you're falling, right? You actually feel the physical sensation in your body, and it can be so jarring when that happens.
Exactly. So often this dream and dreams like this are what I call a venting dream. They're trying to help you to release your fear of failing. So falling is like, we always look for the word play in dreams, and falling is word play for failing. We always want to feel in control, and our dreams might be telling us that we are going too far, too fast, that we might need to slow down. But there's also this sense of what if we just simply need to get grounded? In our culture, we tend to value everything that goes up, but we don't tend to value what comes down. But we need to also honor the roots, not just the trees and the fruits.
Yeah, kind of refreshing that perspective on all those things coming together, right? Okay, what about being chased? I think a lot of us have experienced some version of that, right?
Oh, yeah. This may be the most common of all the nightmares. So being chased, from one perspective, the late great father of psychotherapy, Carl Jung, said that everyone and everything in the dream is an aspect of the dreamer. So don't hate me for saying that, because sometimes when it's a monster, it's like, I'm not a monster. But it might just be a part of ourselves, like that saying, don't put baby in the corner. Whatever you put in the corner, whatever you resist must persist. So because we always try to be good little girls and boys and we try to toe the line, there's certain aspects of our behavior that are really good and maybe creative and just out of the box that we've suppressed. And those might come bearing teeth because they've been so neglected. So it might actually be a blessing in disguise if we ask it in our journal the next morning, what gift are you trying to give me?
Oh, interesting. Okay, this one I gotta ask you about, these spooky things like you kind of alluded to, zombies and monsters and ghouls. What are those creatures trying to tell us?
Exactly. Well, these represent the shadowiest of the shadow. And Carl Jung said the whole process of becoming a powerful being incorporated into what we can't incorporate into our light unless we also incorporate our shadow. So these creatures represents the part of ourselves that we don't like, that we have disowned, and they get ugly. I mean, imagine if you were sequestered in a basement for years and years, you wouldn't look so cute either, as cute as you are. So these these are the parts of us that we really don't like. But I always think there's power in those parts of us because they don't really care about being a people pleaser and tap dancing to everyone's needs. So it might be a part of our own autonomy that we are just missing in our ordinary day.
Yeah, there's something beautiful to uncover there, even though it might look a little bit ugly on the outside. Okay, I haven't experienced this one personally, and it sounds so scary. A witch on your chest. That sounds awful.
I know. So there's message boards all over the place on Reddit and all kinds of places where people have this dream, and a lot of people misinterpret their dream by taking the dream too literally. So I always say, look, dreams speak the language of symbols. So look at it symbolically. One thing I discovered is that there are a lot of people that have these dreams that also happen to have sleep apnea. So when you're not breathing and getting a full, you might feel a tightness in your chest, and it might mean that there's some part of you that's trying to wake you up so that you can get that breath that you need. So it might be something sitting on your chest trying to wake you up. It's not trying to hurt you. It's not trying to take your power away. It's trying to actually shake you awake so you can take better care of yourself.
Yeah, a little bit less spooky when you take a step back and kind of break down maybe the meaning behind the images that you're seeing there as well.
Exactly. And look at all of dreams from the perspective that even Albert Einstein said, that everything is on our side. So that means even the nightmares are trying to give us a gift, although in strange wrapping, but we don't want to leave any gold left behind. So our dreams are giving us gifts.
So awesome. Kelly, thank you so much. It was great to see you.
So great to see you as always. Happy Halloween, and hope to see you in Portland when I have my book event at New Renaissance Bookshop.
Guess what? We're going to let everyone know Kelly's going to be here next week for a book event. It is Thursday, November 6th at New Renaissance Bookshop on Northwest 23rd Avenue. We will have all those details for you on our website. The book again is Dreamifesting. For more information, just head to katu.com.